What's going on, everybody? Trev Wilson here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Wrench. Today, we're going to be covering a Midwinter Night's Dram, the Act number 10. This is the latest batch of the Midwinters. It was released along with the other limited release from a Midwinter Night's Dram, which was the Encore. So High West has been on their game, just dropping bottles left and right. But you should all know that. That's why you are here, because you know what this bottle is. What you really want to know is how does it taste? How does it rank compared to the other ones? Should you be hyped to find this bottle? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to smell it, I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it. So let's get right out of the way. Let's just cut all that crap, you know? Let's just drink whiskey. That's why we're here. A couple things to note on the outside of the bottle before we get inside of it. They kind of updated the label a little bit, and they cleaned it up. If you notice on the older bottles, the white labeling was a little dirty. Such a dirty bottle. They just cleaned it up, you know? Looks a little better, pops a little bit more. But I note this because they left off a word. And I feel like when you leave off words, there must be a reason why you left the word off. If you notice, a blend of straight rye whiskeys finished in port barrels. On the older bottles, it said in French oak port. Now, I don't know, this could still be French oak. I don't think it matters if it's on there or not, but they don't mention it at all. So, is it just a regular port barrel, not a French oak? I don't know. People like me, I want to know. Is that going to change how I feel about it? No. Same thing as the others, 49.3%, the same old thing. This is scene 6. So if you have scene 6, drink along with me, whatever. And let's get right into this. It is very vanilla heavy, which is surprising. I mean, I would think that a rye, it has that rye, you know, this thing that goes on, that like a, you know, just that rye spice. It's like earthy or something. It's got a little bit of that spiky punch, but then it's a heavy layer of vanilla. Like, it kind of smells like Christmas time. You know, you're sitting by your Christmas tree. Maybe it's a real Christmas tree. You're getting just a little waft of the Christmas tree smell, and it just went right into your nose as you were nosing this. You know, it's not very prominent, but it is there. And then everyone in the house is baking cookies and vanilla cake and plum pudding, even a thick caramel drizzle in there. Maybe you got a squirt of, and then cherries, like a brighter red fruit, raspberry, strawberry, cherry, which, you know, a port is a very thick, dark dessert wine. I think the vanilla notes and the caramel notes are what's shining on this, more so than the finish. The wine finish that's on this, coming off of the nose, a little bit more in that cherry range. So let's taste it. So those fruits are getting a little darker on the palate, more plummy, dark cherry. Still kind of getting that raspberry thing. I like raspberries. Think of some sort of raspberry pastry. So you have like a cream cheese, vanilla pastry with There you go. Here I go. Again, describing everything that I smell and taste as dessert food. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm hungry. I'm ready for freaking Thanksgiving, and I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready to drink this bottle, sitting next to a fireplace, eating my pastry. The rye notes, that rye spice, there. A little bit. I feel like each release of Midwinters is getting like more and more bourbony, if that makes sense. There's a reason why a rye it makes people's top bourbon list. You know what I'm saying? Like, bourbon people love this bottle, and I think it's for a very good reason. It's because the finish, I think, tames down the rye notes, kind of transforms it into a bourbon lover's rye of choice. I also think with each release, it seems to be more so that way. I don't know why it would do that, but that seems to be the case for me. As a bourbon guy, I have progressively liked my batches from 7 up to 10. I've liked it as it's gone. So last year, the 9 was my favorite. Now I'm really liking this one. You know, the proof, I don't know. When I am thinking wintertime and I'm thinking of freezing my balls off, I would probably not pick a 98.6 bourbon or rye, but you know, I think it's a comfortable sitting leisurely on the couch with the fireplace going. You're in your robe. You don't need to melt your face because you're already toasty. This is a good sipping, you know, starting the night off, you know, pour. They said we should be tasting mulling spices, dried fruits, and creme anglaise. Creme anglaise. I really don't know what that even is. I really want it though. Maybe I described that in a way. What is creme anglaise?
Crème anglaise.
Creme anglaise. It's custard. I totally get that. They were right. Who would have thunk? They knew their own tasting notes. Overall, I'm really liking it. Now, I don't know where I would rank it compared to the 9. You know, the best way just to answer questions is to do it. So the Act 9, so last year's, which I really loved, we'll just do a little comparison, see which one wins. Yeah, like the 9 has more rye notes to me. I feel like it's going less rye, if that makes sense. And I imagine if I went to the 8 and I went to the 7, those would be even more rye. Yeah, I think the 10, that was the quickest, most uneventful tasting. They're similar, you know, not gonna lie. I think the 10, especially when I side by side them, a lot more of that vanilla cinnamon spice, you know, bourbon things that you're looking for. A little bit more of that. I think the question you need to ask yourself, what did you think of the Act 9? I think they're similar enough that if you loved the 9, I think you're gonna really enjoy this one. Regardless, I think it's another great batch. I don't think they screwed the pooch on this one. So again, glad I have this one. If you are able to find something like this for retail price or close by, don't go, you know, blowing the load. Don't go blowing all your money in one spot on one bottle and then your whole season's over. So, you know, if you can get it for a good price, I would say it's worth picking up, especially if you're just gonna continue your Midwinter's collection, or if you've never had one, you know, good luck. Go get one. Try and get one. They're cool. The bottle's cool. Regardless, you got a cool bottle, so you win. There we have it, guys. Midwinter's Act 10. Gonna be drinking it all winter time, so hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, go comment down below. You can comment literally anything. I will respond to you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the links. Patreon, you get cool merch and barrel picks. Yada, yada, yada. Get on out of here. I'm Trev Wilson. I'll see ya in the next video.